I only got one more night. I'm gonna live out loud goodbye.
This gonna be the type of night they make movies
What
about.
up? What up? What up? It's your boy, Mr. Von. Mr. Von's channel, Sweatbox. We back. We live. We active here on the channel. Yes, indeed. You know how we do. Still dodging them digital jabs, baby. What, you thought we forgot about you? You thought I left you? Nah, you see, I'm still uploading content to the channel. It's been really slow lately. I admit that and I know that. But I'm still uploading and I'm still here for you. It's just been really busy at work. Things have been crazy. I've been over here trying to get the Instagram the Instagram page, and I got a TikTok page now, and I don't even know how that works, so I'm still new to all this. But I'm still here for all my loyal YouTubers, my all 130 of you that are still fucking with me. I'm rocking with y'all, and this video is for y'all, and this is my review of The Creator. I love this movie. Gareth Edwards directed. John David Washington starring in it. This movie is awesome. Let's talk about it. Spoiler review coming through. So, this ain't going to be a blow by blow, obviously. This is just going to talk about the things that I liked in this movie. And I liked a lot. I liked the originality of this movie. I liked the fact that Gareth Edwards took what apparently was a $90 million budget and made it look like a $200 million budget. The visuals in this movie are phenomenal. I cannot speak enough about the visual effects in this movie. This movie looks beautiful. This movie is shot beautifully. And then there's some signatures that I can tell when I'm looking at it, because when I first saw the trailer for this, first of all, the trailer hooked me, and I was like, yeah. And then the movie didn't disappoint. When I'm looking at it, I was like, there's some shots in this that look very reminiscent. If you're familiar with Gareth Edwards' other films, being Rogue One and Godzilla, excuse me. There are some shots in both of those films that look extremely familiar, and he used those in The Creator. And so shouts out to Gareth Edwards for that. He's just really becoming a really good filmmaker, and I'm excited to see what he does next. The Creator was good, man. John David Washington plays. The movie's about a futuristic war between humans and AI in a semi-dystopian futuristic world. So allegedly the AI had set off a nuclear bomb that detonated in Los Angeles and killed like 1 million people, and that's what triggered the war. So this is 10 years after that, and the war is still going on. The Western civilization has declared war on AI. Eastern civilization in a country called New Asia, which is basically Asia and all the countries combined, because shouts out, first of all, spoiler alert, part of this movie was filmed in Thailand, and you guys, if you guys been watching the channel, you guys know I was just in Thailand recently, in the past year, and I loved seeing some of the locations that I went to, and I was like, oh yeah, I recognize that, that's Phi Phi Islands, yada yada yada, that's Krabi. Anyway, that was just a little personal note now that I'm a distinguished traveler, just noticing that. But anyway, back to the movie. New Asia does not declare war on the robots, on the AI. So they treat AIs like equals, and the AIs that they are. They've become grown. They've grown. They like at the beginning of the movie they show the growth of AI and how they were integrated into our society. They were doing everything. They were doctors. They were law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? And then the terrorist attack happened, and that changed everything. Well, New Asia, they didn't get terrorist attacks. So they're like, well, they didn't do nothing to us. We're going to keep rocking with them. So they kept rocking with them, and it was all love. So, you know how Western civilization and Americans are. We like, nah, we getting y'all. So that's the plot of that's the ground basis of what's going on in the movie. The Americans have created this Death Star-like space station. It's not Death Star in the circular manner, but in Death Star that it rains death from above like the Death Star. They've created this space station called Nomad, which is a character in itself in this movie. And I loved it because every time Nomad is mentioned, shown, used, it is just an ominous, deadly threat. It is a threat from the opening scene of the movie. It is just a threat. I love Nomad. Everything about the use of Nomad was awesome. The visual effects of Nomad, how it would light down the little blue beam that was like radar or whatever, it was just tracking everything. Oh man, it was just awesome. It was awesome. I love Nomad. And then when Nomad started raining down bombs, boy, you better be somewhere else. Now, the plot of the movie revolves around John David Washington and his wife, who, spoiler alert, like I said, is the main bad guy that the humans are hunting. This master AI creator named Nirmata, who created a super weapon, and the super weapon is an AI child that has the ability to control everything, electronic, computer, everything, digital, everything. And it's a child that grows into it, that will grow. You know what I'm saying? So this is the first time that the AI have created a child that will actually grow into a full human AI, into a full-grown adult AI. And that's astounding and mind-blowing of its own in the plot of the movie. So John David Washington finds the Alfie, is what he calls her. Finds the little simulant, and they have the bonding thing because, you know what I'm saying, his wife, he thinks his wife was killed. He believes he doesn't believe his wife was killed by Nomad in the opening scene of the movie, as we all saw. And when the U.S. military and the villain played brilliantly by Allison Janney. I mean, a brilliant villain turn by Allison Janney. She was unrecognizable, and she just crushed it in this role. But when they come to him to help find Nirmata, and they use his wife as the bait, I was like, oh, you knew he wasn't gonna die, and I love that. And it was just really good. John David Washington just really crushes it in this movie. I love his emotional connection to Alfie. Let's be clear, Alfie and him and Alfie's relationship is the basis of this movie. So if you don't invest in that, if that's not believable to you, then the movie's not going to work for you. But for me, it worked. It worked for me, and I've seen this movie now 3 times, and every time it works for me, it gets I love it more and more. She's the character, the actress who plays Alfie, and I don't know her name. I'm forgetting. I'll try to put it on the screen here when I'm editing. But she's phenomenal. She's phenomenal. She does a lot of the heavy lifting in this. All of the side characters I liked in this movie too. You know what I'm saying? All of the soldiers, his friend who was infiltrated at the beginning and then ends up getting into a relationship with an AI simulant later. I think his whole arc was great. I love that. Again, like I said, Allison Janney's dope. And then the overall, oh, my man, Ken Watanabe. How did I almost forget Ken Watanabe? Is phenomenal in everything he's in. He's in this. He has a great job. He does a great job as a simulant, and he's explaining, and you really get his perspective of the simulant side of story and the simulant and the AI's perspective. You know what I'm saying? And then when the humans and when the military are attacking the AI and attacking their villages, it's this one dude. This is a scene where they're trying to find the entrance to the secret weapon base, and they're threatening to kill the little dog. And you're saying, you're just like, man, they really playing up the U.S. as the villains, and I ain't mad at that. Because let's keep it a buck. This country ain't always been the hero. But all that was great, and like the attack on the AI village when they were really trying to close in, the whole bridge attack scene, the little running bombs. The running bombs was like those things was savage, boy. They was like, yes, it's been a pleasure to serve you, and they just start trucking. Ken Watanabe and his whole squad was like, yo, they trying to take him down. Yeah, they didn't have no luck with that. That was great, and then they blow up that, and the little running bomb robots was insane. That was nuts. And then when they came rolling through on the giant tanks, that whole action scene on the bridge was phenomenal. Every action scene in this movie was phenomenal. Every action scene in this movie. When the first scene, when they go to get Alfie, the whole incursion, the little chick that has the truck with the rockets on it, man. This movie was really good, man. I can't speak highly enough about this movie. I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff, man, but the thing that I really enjoyed was the bonding. The three things that really stick out to me was the character development between John David Washington's character and Alfie. The visual effects in this movie are phenomenal, and the overall story, man, this is an original story. This isn't a sequel. This isn't a remake. This is an original story. Granted, does it have story beats that you've seen in other sci-fi movies? Of course. But overall, this is a really, really well done movie. I'm disappointed it didn't do the numbers in the box office that it should have, but it wasn't a complete bomb. It had a lot of success internationally. Yeah, man, the creator gets gets like an 8.5 out of 10 from me, man. This was a really, really, really good movie. I highly recommend it. This wasn't a blow for blow. This is just my review, my thoughts. Make sure y'all check out The Creator. Whether it's on demand now, I think if it's not on demand now, it will be soon, depending on when you're watching this review, obviously. But it's definitely on demand if it's not. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out. The Creator. Gareth Edwards, thumbs up, brother. John David Washington, Ken Watanabe, Allison Janney, and the little girl who played Alfie. Thumbs up. All you guys crushed it. Great. This was a great movie. And again, I don't know, the girl who plays his wife, I'm gonna make sure I give her props too, because the scenes with her and John David Washington, they're playing. I know her name, and I don't know, because I can't remember her name right now, but I'll put it on the thing too, because she's a great actress and I want to give her props. Gemma Chan, thank you, I remember Gemma Chan. She's great. You know what I'm saying? You remember her from Eternals? Yeah. Gemma Chan from Eternals. She shows up as John David Washington's as Nirmata. She's Nirmata. And the thing that there's let me speak on this real quick. There's a thing, because to make the simulants look more human-like, they have other humans that have volunteered to have their face scanned, and then they use whatever to make the AI to make human faces that they put onto the simulants. Ken Watanabe has one. There's a bunch of simulants in the movie that have these. John David Washington's wife scanned her face, so there's moments throughout the movie where he sees his wife on a simulant's face, and it really, I love those moments. I think those, man, that's very poignant. I love that. There's little stuff like that in this movie. This movie is really well thought out. You know what I'm saying? The world is really well thought out. I enjoyed it. I definitely would not mind going back to this world, even if it was in a different story. I would like to see this world again of AIs and humans. Even if we spent time in New Asia, I would like to see that. So I like this movie a lot, man. I've seen it like 3 times. I'll probably watch it again. I really, really, really like The Creator. So let me know what you guys think. As always, make sure you keep it locked here on the channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Click those notifications so you know when I upload. Today is December 4th, I believe, the day I'm recording this. The only reason I'm telling you this is because in about 6 days, I will be hopping on a plane, then to hop on a ship as I take my first cruise. We're going down to Mexico. Yes, the travel keeps continuing. Since I've been to Thailand, I went back to Vegas, and now we headed to Mexico. So keep it locked to the channel, just because I might take a break. I'm back. I know some of y'all still rocking with me, and I appreciate that. So until next time, you know how we do. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click those notifications so you know when to upload. Check out the travel vlogs and keep it locked for we going to Mexico. Until next time, you know how we do. Peace.
I'ma go to the ends with you. I'ma go to the end with you. I'ma go.